we'll have to wait and see if any of these outplays will come out. Even egg round 1 could be an idea, just to make sure that the bird is lower HP. But he doesn't go for it.
But Ljcobs does. He wants to make sure his bird's lower HP. This is going to be close.
Oh, woof.
Jacob playing with fire. I like it.
At least right now, it is almost for sure that the bird is going to be always the lower HP. So Zeliaser, he can make all the egg plays he wants, but it's going to be pretty tough to make himself 34 HP and below.
Yeah, maybe Ljcobs knows that Zeliaser is probably never going to throw out a hair dagger because he probably wants to get value off it. So he's going to wait a couple turns to play it. So maybe he feels safe playing the egg there.
Yeah, round 1 is typically the turn where, there's no 3 120 damage cards coming out. And it went down really close. Like if he had, a beach instead of the Goda, or if it was a peace treaty instead of the hair dagger, the bird might have died. But, all things considered, Ljcobs is going to be pretty happy with the outcome. The bird being this low HP is all he wants in this world. It doesn't really matter of the HP because it's always going to be faster. There's no backdoor, and he's always going to be able to get value with the hair dagger.
Exactly. It's going to be really rough for Zeliaser here. He does have double egg though, so maybe Zeliaser can make some egg bomb plays and really mess up Jacob.
Here, this is big egg here from Zeliaser. He doesn't die. He doesn't lose his bird.
Yeah, that's why it's so good. It's such a good card, egg bomb.
But cattail value is going to draw him so much cards. And this will do 100 damage. Oh, so close.
Yeah, and Jacob's still having that ID advantage. I mean, that HP advantage, I'm sorry.
Yeah, which means that hair value is going to come back. If he draws another hair, he can fully cycle his cards very nicely, being able to kill off the front and then set up a gravel turn for the next. It's going to be huge. He does have 3 energy, which is just exactly what he needs. Double hair plus a balloon to ensure the kill on towards the dust, and then gravel on towards the bug to set up the kill. And then after that, he can just use egg to sack his bird and let the plant 1v1 the bird. I think in this situation, yeah.
But
Jacobs,
what would have happened here if a Zeliaser would have went with knowing that Jacob's going to do that and going with an egg bomb this turn to put the gravel onto the bird?
That would be. I think it wouldn't have. Oh, then the bird will always go first after that.
Yeah, and then the bug wouldn't have been graveled either.
That would have been actually a big brain play. I think you're absolutely right. That was definitely the play there for Zeliaser to be able to at least make this a winning situation here. But
can you kill the bug with only 2 energy? Is that gravel play a smart play by Jacob?
With 2 energy, probably not. But you can sort of set up for the next turn as well. Like here, he does play the egg so that he sacks the bird. I don't think the bug dies. It's a little bit too healthy here. 54. It's pretty low. But Zeliaser does waste all energy into a last stand bird. And I don't know right now. Jacobs, it went from a pretty good situation to something that looks pretty sketchy here. Because without the gravel, he can heal up.
Maybe he should have just not graveled that turn and graveled the next turn to ensure the kill.
Yeah,
I'm not too sure. It's I'm not a gravel ant player myself. I would never do that to people. That's just mean.
So here the bug. Oh, look at that heal. Heals so much HP, something that Jacobs is going to hate himself for because he did not gravel him the next turn, even though he has 400 HP. It's a tough situation to be in. Tries to, outplay the bird here, but the bird's not going to ever use his cards until he sees the double scaly. So here...
Yeah, Jacob just trying to, just play his outs, but Zeliaser knowing the win condition, not playing into it.
Oh my god, he's going to get stunned. He's not going to get the value out of the gravel as well.
This is not where Jacob wants to be.
Now he switched things up. Now he plays the gravel first before
he probably would have did that last turn. But I mean, this is actually not even over because look how much HP this bug has, and Unless he wins this turn, he's actually gonna win.
Oh, I think he wins here. Just because the bird dies.
The egg bomb.
Oh, no, the bird dies because of reflect, and now the double scaly is gonna kill him off.
Yeah, that plan just being too tanky, even though it looked pretty bad. It's just Zeliaser was just too far behind there.
Despite having two Axies ahead, the bird was just a bit too low to make really good use of the egg bomb play.
Are gonna try to win the game regardless if the matchup's bad or not.
Yeah, if you're a betting man, this might be a too high of an odd to really put your money down on Zeliaser. Like if I was to put odds on this would be like 1 out of 20, right? That's 5% chance that Zeliaser is able to win round 1. Big damage being dealt there by Ljcobs, drawing and using all his Dusk cards to just unleash on Zeliaser's Dusk. But no Goldas be used, both sides able to save up the energies that they need, and we head into round 2.
Yeah, and being a Tri-Feather bird, you always need to play on your front Dusk turn 1, because if you pass turn 1, they can actually do so much damage to your Dusk that you want to make sure that you get the value first.
Yep, and here the bird, if the bird drew cards, there was a situation where the bird could have actually killed the Aqua, but here, he decides to shrimp with only 3 cards. That's not going to be a kill on the bird, and this changes things very drastically, because right now the bird's still alive. He does draw the shrimp. He doesn't decide to play it, but little does he know that the bird actually has no cards. But I think
you have to risk it there.
Yeah, maybe he doesn't want to kill it because the bird is going to be useless in this matchup, right? The egg place is not going to matter because you always have Scaly Spoon. Maybe it's intended from Ljcobs to deal enough damage, not to kill it, but to put it in a situation where a single card will kill him off, like now. Oh, but a crit.
You hate to see it.
Would this be enough? I think Ljcobs is dead here just because of the crit. Yikes.
Yeah, it would have been rough anyways though, because he would have used double Mosquito before he grappled, and he would have went with double Caterpillar, double Twin Tail next turn. So I'm not sure that crit mattered, but it definitely just takes away any chance that Ljcob had there.
And whoever bet to put their money on Zeliaser just won up.
He just needs to trade Axies, just make sure that he's never losing the tempo, and he should have the advantage here.
Ooh, huge round 1 draw, double Revenge Arrow, but decides not to use it, and that might have paid off because that's a huge wall on the side of Zeliaser. 150 shields, completely, wouldn't say you wasted because he still dealt damage to the tank of Ljcobs, but that was a bullet avoided there for Ljcobs. Now he can play safely on the front, knowing that, not really play safely. No, not safely. Of the bird. The bird's too much damage. But being able to save energy that turn makes sure that he kills off the bird and puts it to a 2v2 situation.
Unfortunately, he's having to use the Revenge Arrows here. He'd much rather use Aqua cards than use a Revenge Arrow on the Dusk, but just doesn't have the option to do so. And this fear is actually pretty annoying.
Yeah, now the Zeliaser know that his bug is pretty safe because he can't shrimp. He can't shrimp the bug, so he knows that it's going to be a front to back. I do see both sides just passing here because one, there's not much damage. There's not much cards left on both hands. We might see just a single gravel coming out to try and soften up the front plant, the Dusk. But I think the Dusk actually has no more sandals, so there's no use of using the gravel because everything else is just ranged.
Yeah, and Ljcobs just recognizing he just needs to get to Graveland on the bug and he wins. So he's just going ham, But unfortunately, he doesn't have really much damage. Double Biden's, double numbing. It's just it's a total of 60 damage with 4 cards.
Yeah, this is a tough situation. The Scaly Spoon doesn't kill him off. The Aqua, oof, not like this. Draws a shrimp. And now I think he just plays Scaly Spoon. Yeah, that will do some damage on towards the Dusk, Reflect, as well as Bug. Bug only plays range cards. Oh, so that's going to be a lot of damage reflected. But is that too low of a health for Ljcobs to play the next turn? I think he might still survive. Oh, look at that. Reflect.
This is close. This is really close. It really depends on Zeliaser's draw. He did get a pretty good draw here.
I think that's a kill. That's okay. That's definitely a kill. Wow, just to ensure it.
Crit. I'm sure Jacob is fuming right now. I can't imagine anyone playing in this big of a tournament getting crit 3 times. And the last crit, it doesn't even matter. The Hair bird has the card draw, the control with the balloon and stuff. I feel like the Tri-Feather bird is like kind of like the counter, just being faster and having like more outplay potential because it's faster. It kind of gives it a huge advantage.
100%. Zeliaser, I think he definitely has the matchup advantage here and looking poised to move on towards the next stage to face up against Sleet, I believe, in the second round of the lower brackets. Round 1, everyone just going ham. Taking a book out of Spam and Ham's book here. He does get the value out of the cattail. Draws 1 card as well. Both sides does draw 1 card. Oh no, actually never mind. Ljcobs draw 3 because the bug is chipping away at the front as well.
Yeah, that was super good turn for Jacob. Even having the cattail to draw cards and stopping the fear from the caterpillar so he can get his damage off. So that cattail being absolutely ridiculous in that turn.
And both do pass the second. No, they do. Ljcobs doesn't pass. He goes all the way in. That's his second cattail. We're not going to see any more cattails after this. But good situation to be in for Ljcobs. He does have a lot of cards in his hand. And also, on the flip side, Zeliaser doesn't have that many cards. He kind of is low on cards as well as, having only 1 energy. 3 energy next turn, of course. But not a great situation for Ljcobs right now. He can just sack the Dusk and like gravel if he wants to, but he doesn't have the Bidens, so maybe he just passes this the next turn and then be in a situation where he can use Scaly to dissuade Zeliaser from using any of the bird cards.
Yeah, and it's always nice to get the Hair Dagger value off before the 61 speed bird uses cards. It's just even a bonus. He got Hair Dagger value that turn, he got Goda value that turn. Just solidifying his spot, increasing his win percentage every single turn that passes by.
Mm-hmm. Zeliaser does use the egg to draw the gravel away from the bug.
Play. Great play, because Jacob really just wanted to one-shot that bug, and Zeliaser recognizing that, playing the egg that turn. Anytime you can egg on a gravel ant, it just feels so bad for the opponent.
Wow, Ljcobs reading the shields that the bug can put out, actually playing double egg bomb, making sure that he breaks the shield with the balloon and making sure that he doesn't waste any of the cards. Nicely done there by Ljcobs, and here he plays double Scaly.
Did you see that Biden's at the end there, Zero?
Yeah, that was just to clear
the fear from the caterpillars. Yeah. So he not only did he do that play, predicted the shield, he predicted he would be feared, used the Bidens, even though he used an egg bomb to get rid of the fear. That's some next level thinking.
That's actually absolutely insane here. And with the egg, I think the bird still survives there for Zeliaser. He so probably wanted to kill that. No Scaly draws, so this egg bomb will make sure that the bird does die. But he doesn't have an egg bomb of his own. This is going to be a 1v1 situation, but the bug is way too healthy, I think.
Oh, no balloon draw. That's not good.
Yeah, and this will get him stunned. And I think this is a kill. I think this is going to be the end of the road here for Ljcobs as Zeliaser taking the series 3-1, sending home our favorite Mexican back to his side of the wall. I'm kidding, guys. We're big friends, right? Me and Ljcobs. So these are just jokes that we make around. But Zeliaser, absolutely big plays there.